Welcome. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, chat monitors, for your help. I appreciate it. Hi, Carl. Hi, Schultz. Odi Love Peace. Dana BC. I haven't seen Dana BC in a while. Carmen Donali. Terry Richardson. That's an interesting question. Terry says, what do you see for the black community with fruitcake wanting to let the Breonna Taylor killer out of jail? Makes me sick to my stomach. God help us all. Well, you have a point, and that's been on my mind. I don't think they are going to succeed in any way, shape, or form with any plans that they have. Because if you notice, then that's what's going to be that's the topic of the conversation this evening. Besides answering you guys questions, today's Saturday, so you are allowed to ask personal, political, or pet questions. But I am very concerned about it, but I don't feel they're going to be able to implement their plans, okay? Intuitively, my prediction is this administration, this regime won't last long, okay? Intuitively, I feel like saying there is more that's gonna come out. It's gonna be very embarrassing for a lot of people. And not because they took part. Trump enablers, Mike Johnson, Thune, all these people, among others, the MAGAs in the Senate and in the House. And you guys remember, I don't know how many of you watched my other channel, I said the House will be divided in 3 parts, the MAGA and then 2 others, okay? Intuitively, I feel there is a very good chance there are going to be so many embarrassing things coming out about Trump, and there are going to be proof that he partook with Epstein and things that she shouldn't be involved in, and the way he's been mistreating anyone that's different from him. Meaning black and brown people, okay, this is not going to work. He's not going to, I feel, let me put it to you this way. Right now, it feels like to me, high-placed leaders are discussing what their next step is going to be if this continues for the next 2 weeks, because they don't think, or when I believe Congress is out of session now, they are away in their districts or whatever. Okay, something is going to have to be done, and let me tell you, it's not going to get easier going forward. The Wall Street Journal, intuitively, I feel, has a lot more shocking stuff, among other media outlets. And Trump has, I've always been saying it for a while, he lives in a glass house, he's playing with rocks. And I warned his kids, just like I did the last time I told them Trump was going to lose the election, he was going to be booted out of the White House. I gave them a warning a couple of months ago. I said, your father lied to get back into the White House. Those lies are going to get him out. And I called them each, I forget the name, the name of Saddam Hussein's son, Uday and Qusay. Okay, that's how I called Trump's sons. I said, you have no idea. But since I'm, but I didn't write that, but you're a psychic, you don't know squat. So I am watching with interest how this is going to turn out. If Trump was clean, he would have demanded that those files, not list, and you know, a lot of people are saying they don't have a list, and I agree with them. They don't have a list of clients that, you know, but according to reports, and I feel it's true, they have pictures of a lot of people in compromising positions. Michael Wolff said he saw pictures of Trump with topless young women. He didn't say their age. And there are a couple of other things that are coming out. They showed Trump and a group of other people basically reviewing. I mean, I found this so disgusting. I don't know how old they were, but they're probably around 15. They want to be models. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But it's the perverted way. You know who I saw, and that there's a clip, Hakeem, he was Hakeem, the former basketball player. He's in his 80s now, or late 70s. Okay. He was there, and the way he was looking, it's like he was like, what am I doing here? Please, if you see that clip, that video of Trump and a bunch of other people, men and women reviewing those 15-year-olds, I just can't believe it. They were walking around. I mean, oh Lord, it's so disgusting. Maybe it's because of what I know that wasn't Trump's mind. Maybe that's what got me so. I was so disgusted I couldn't watch the entire video. Okay, and I don't know how long it is. But to go back to answer Terry's questions, yes, they don't have good plans for people of color. That's why they went to Congress and got $100-something billion. That is so that they're testing their plans on, and also you got to remember this. They're doing something very important here. They are asking other countries to accept our so-called criminals. If you notice, they started with criminal aliens, and then now they are including people who never committed a crime in their lives, and then at the same time they're grabbing some Americans. Okay, so what their next step would be to start deporting people of color from this country to Venezuela or any country. They're going to have contract with them at first, pay them a little money to accept their criminals. And then after a few years, when they have gotten rid of enough people of color, they're going to impose laws and all kinds of stuff against people of color. That's their plans. That's why they are testing, hiring countries to house their so-called criminals. But we know that's not true. That's not what they are doing. So, but thank God they're not going to make it. Their hands are not clean. If Trump was a clean guy, then it would scare me. Right now, he's on the ropes. And let me put it this way. I feel like saying 90% chance this is not going to, Trump cannot, his regime is not going to, the only way Trump would survive this is if he was clean and he could show to his MAGA followers, I didn't do anything. I am true to you. He can't. Therefore, my friends, he is and intuitively I feel he's either going to have to, the group of people that are meeting, I can confuse them. I don't know if they've met yet or they're going to meet on how to handle the situation because they expect it to get worse. If I can think, if Trump had, if his hands were clean, he would have said, release the whole thing. I don't care. I had nothing to do with this. It's because he's not clean. And a lot of the people in power, they're going to do it. They're going to put a Nixon on him. Don't be surprised. So Terry, yes, you have reason to worry, but I wouldn't worry very much. Yes, they have planned for us. Okay. but I don't think they're going to get there. And also there is a video about Miller, Stephen Miller, screaming at the top of his lungs, cracking up with his friends, racist friends from high school, saying how they should torture people of color. Yeah, I don't know how many of you seen this, yeah. So Ham too, Ham and Vought, all these people, my friends, they're gonna have major legal trouble when this is over. None of them are clean. So Terry, hang in there. But the plans for us is not very good. But I think this week has put a damper on all those things. Okay? Oh my God, I spoke too long, sorry. That's a touchy question. All right. Let's see, I run unconditional of tarot. Let's see, I'm looking for questions. Marsha Trella says, Milu, I spent 4 days in the hospital. Do you see treatment for my lungs? It's not cancer, but it's an end stage. Thank you. Continue working with your doctors. That's what I feel like saying. Thank God it's not cancer. If it's not cancer, there is hope. So stay, I mean, it's easy for me to say, okay, but continue working with your doctors. I feel you have some good ones working with you, okay? So, and also they're doing, I don't know, I'm not sure what the situation is, but it doesn't matter. It feels like to me they are, find out if there are some research hospitals that can have treatment for what you have. Ask your doctor next time you go see him or her, okay? All right. Let's see. One second, I'm scrolling up. I'm looking. Let's see. Next term, I believe SCOTUS will rule. Josie Dog says next term, I believe SCOTUS will rule that there is no private right to bring voting right act cases. I wouldn't be surprised, Josie Dog. I agree with you. In fact, I was reading before I came on how Georgia is, well, basically they are rigging their voter roll. They're making it very difficult for people to vote over there if you don't vote Republican, if you're not in the habit of voting Republicans. And according to the article that I read, the way they're doing it, Ossoff already lost. The only thing is the election hasn't taken place yet. But for some reason I feel, yes, they are, the people who are doing this, they're smart, but there are other very smart people out there. What they are doing is making people more, they are motivating people to go out and vote and find ways to re-register and make sure they stay registered. And also spread the word. That's what people in Georgia are doing. But they are smarter than I am. They know how to fight this better than I do. Yeah, so besides the Supreme Court, places like Georgia are doing things, well, they are cheating, but that's the Republican way. That's why they will be out of office, out of power after this for a very long time. And by the way, I didn't copy what was written about the guy who created, the creator or the founder of the Heritage Foundation, but he died yesterday or today, something like that, but I read it earlier this afternoon. Good riddance. Marianne Baltic says, my mom passed recently and it seems very hard from my point of view. Did she make it okay? Oh, I mean, absolutely, there is no doubt Marion, can you please call me? I'm looking for, I have to get, I don't know if you have my number, but here it is. Oops. I'm going to post my number. I don't know why I keep, my color is off today. I'm orange. And I've tried everything to correct it, but it's not working. That's my remote for the lights. Nothing, seems like nothing works. Okay. Mayan, could you please call me? Yes, Sophia TC says, Milu, do recommend us to carry copies of passport or citizenship? Yes, I do have mine. Yes, and you know where I got that from, and I think he's right, O'Donnell from MSNBC. And he's a very, I'm sure you guys know O'Donnell. He's a very smart guy. He's worked in Congress, and he said the way, what Trump is creating in this country. And Sophia TC, mostly people of color, because they don't stop. I'll get back to this in a second. Hi, this is Milu.
Hi, Milu. This is Marianne.
Hi, okay. Whose name?
About my mom.
Yes, whose name starts with the letter L? And then there's a name that starts with the letter A as well.
A letter L, someone that's passed.
It can be, the person can be here. I'm sorry, you can't think of anyone? The person can be here too. There's letter A. Okay, the first letter is A, the second one, and then there's another name, the first letter is L. Do you know who any of those people are? Or do you remember?
Well, the A could possibly be my mother. Her name was Angela.
There you go. So, okay. But remember the L, okay? There is somebody
L, like
else.
Leo?
Like, yeah.
Well, you know, the L is Leonard. That was her husband.
That's what I tell people, write it down. Okay.
Yeah, so you got the A and the L, that's mom and dad.
Yes. They both want to say hi. They said not to worry about them. They are fine. Okay, they are together among with other family members and relatives, okay?
Okay.
Your grandma, and it seems like your dad as well, came to get your mom when it was time to go. Okay. Yes, she made it fine, but they're still very much part of your life. They don't want you to worry about them at all. Okay.
Okay.
And now,
I hope they worry about me a little bit.
Oh well, yeah, I'm sure. I mean, they are around you. They're not worried because they know, when you're on the other side, you gain the wisdom. You don't worry anymore. You know what I mean? Because you know what's coming. Okay.
Well,
and you know the past, present, and future. So you're not worried. And what's with boating? Who owned the boat or used to go boating or something? Who was that?
Well, my dad at one time was a part of the Coast Guard.
Oh, okay. That's why you're showing boating. Okay, that's why. Well, that's to validate. First of all.
And I'm hoping they're going on the cruise of their next journey.
Oh, I'm sure. Okay, that's to validate. Okay. But they want you to know that they don't want you to worry. They are fine. They're still very much part of your life. Do you have a son?
No.
Or a nephew? Or a nephew?
I have a nephew, yes.
Okay, well, pass their love to everybody, okay?
Okay, will
All right.
do. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Good luck to you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Now, I forget what I was talking about. I think I was talking about the passport stuff or documents. People of color mostly, because they don't arrest. It seems like to me, I don't see them arresting white people, unfortunately. I mean, thank God, okay, you don't need this headache. But like me, I have, although my passport expired, I'm getting a new one. I'm getting my passport renewed, and my license is with me, so you can't forge those things. I mean, yes, you can, I guess, but it's easy to, well, they'll probably, if I don't get my passport, and they would do it to catch me, given the way I heard ICE operates, they'll probably arrest me just to make their numbers, because that's what it is all about today, the numbers. But I have other papers with me, so I would carry my papers, but they still arrest people anyway. It doesn't matter. Okay? So it's a good idea. And I mean, the person I heard say it was Odano, and I like that idea. So that's why I said I have to let everyone know. Carry your identification with you. I mean, not the real stuff. Put it on your phone, a picture of it. Yes, because you don't want to lose that stuff. Let's see. Looking for questions. Okay. Chef said, Milo, will I find a new job soon? The minute I saw your question, I feel like saying yes, Chef. So hang in there. Okay, I'm getting 2. I hope it's not 2 months, but at least 2 weeks to 2 months within that period, okay? I don't think it's going to take that long. I feel you will find something else. So hang in there, please. And keep me posted. Okay. Johnny Brown says, Amilo, good to see you doing well. Thank you. I hope you are doing well too. I want to relocate to another state. I am hating this family and want to just leave. Will I be able to do it and be all right? I think so. It's going to take a bit of an effort and preparation, but I feel you can do it. You'll be all right. Okay? Okay. Pookie and Pops play-by-play podcast. Okay, my daughter has had migraines, oh my God, for over 20 years, and they have gotten so bad she can't teach anymore. Yes, I've heard about that. As a matter of fact, they are daily. No migraine medication have worked, and pain medication are getting, oh my God. I mean, I suggested something, and I feel the same thing for you too, Pookie and Pops. Have you tried, or has your daughter tried to contact any hospital that does research? I'm sure you probably tried everything, but that's the first thing I got. Okay. And also, I mean, I'm not a doctor, so please talk to the doctor, okay, Pookie? Tell your daughter to, yeah, migraine is, oh Lord. Botox. There are other things, but I feel like saying talk to people and research, school that do research. Talk to your doctor, they know. Your specialist, the specialist that takes care of your daughter. See if they can find a way or if you even can call where they do, school where they do research, because migraine is a very common thing, and not everything that they have work for everybody. So you may have to find things that work for you, because the medications as well sometimes when they start working and then they don't work anymore. So, and I'm sure, Pookie and Pops, can you please call me? I have a couple of questions. Here's the phone number, my YouTube phone number. But I feel like saying, I just want to know if you've tried. It seems like you have some stuff, but you have to broaden your daughter, I can say your daughter, maybe you can start doing research and online, mostly with AI today. You can find a ton of information using AI, okay? Because AI is very good at compiling information and help you. That's one of the best, that's the best worker you can have, best helper is AI, because it's amazing with research. Okay, so I would suggest doing that. Okay. Hi, this is Milu. Hello.
Hello?
Hi.
Is this Milo's number?
Yes, this is E. What was your question again,
hi.
please? Hi.
Yeah, it's this is Peggy from Pookie and Pops.
Oh, yes.
They started when she was 12. She's 38.
Oh, my God. Okay.
And we have tried Botox, all the new shots as they come out. As a matter of fact, we've read about medications before they've even reached us here in Louisiana, so we were waiting for them.
Right.
Nothing works.
Okay.
The only thing that has worked is pain medication, and that's starting to lose effectiveness because she's been on it for so long.
Yeah. Okay. Have you tried Western people, but they do Chinese, Eastern?
We tried acupuncture, that didn't work.
How about Vedic? You know, because has she tried changing her diets as well? Her diet? You don't. Do you know?
We tried it a few times, but she became older. She got more stubborn. We're trying to change her diet.
Okay. Okay. Have you ever talking to someone who practice Ayurvedic medicine?
No.
Okay, look into that. AUV. Hang on a second. Ayurvedic. Hang on a second. Okay, let me. I don't remember if I have the correct spelling. It's AYUVEDIC. Yeah, it's AYURVEDIC medicine. Talk to one of those people. Okay, it's a traditional Indian system of medicine that focuses on holistic healing by balancing the body, mind, and spirit. I don't know how it works, but there are some pretty good ones. I'm not, if you tried everything, I mean, also talk to research hospitals, okay?
Okay.
And, keep with your doctor, but talk to one of these people. I can't, I don't know anyone. When I was in New York City, I used to know some people, but I've lost track of them, okay?
Okay.
But talk to your doctor. Please let your doctor know everything that you're doing, okay? But I feel like saying, talk to your doctor about trying to find a research hospital, okay? And talk to one of those people and tell her primary care or her specialist about what she's doing as well, because headaches, oh my God. Okay?
Yeah.
So try those things.
She hasn't had a life in a long time.
I wouldn't have a life at all. I mean, I have headaches for 2 minutes. It drives me nuts. Never mind, since she's 12. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay?
Yeah. Thank you.
Keep us posted. Good luck. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay. Let's see. Pempis agrees. Pempis says Botox get rid of your migraines and rankle at the same time. Yeah, I've heard it work for some people, but unfortunately what happens is those things don't work for everyone. The migraine feels like it's triggered by different things. And when you have these things going, it seems like you have to keep trying new things, and when you have that stuff, you have to be flexible too, because it's too painful. I don't know what I would do. Okay. Oh, Melissa Thompson says, Pookie, my mother's migraine stopped when she quit using milk in her diet. She was sensitive. That's another thing. That's exactly it. I'm glad you posted that, Melissa Thompson. It can be diet related as well. That's very important. It can be a number of things. So you have to go through a process of elimination. Yeah, that's the only way. And also AI, if she does a research with AI, okay, it can give you a list of most things that can trigger headaches. All right, everyone. Thank you for spending time with me. Thank you, chat managers, for your help. I appreciate it. If anyone would like a reading from me, the link to my website is below the video, psychicmilo.com, or please feel free to call me or text me on my YouTube number. We can negotiate a time that's good to talk. If you like the channel, please subscribe if you have not subscribed yet. And please give me a thumbs up. That would help me a lot. And also don't forget to tap on the notification bell either. But please, friends, give me a thumbs up. It would help me a lot. It will keep showing the video. It will keep it on YouTube's, the algorithm will tend to keep showing the video or putting it in people's feed if you keep giving me thumbs up. So that would help a lot. Thank you, everyone. I'll see you next week, Monday evening. Till then, bye.